What is up guys, Kaz back with another Avengers video, and for the past few weeks, the conversation surrounding Marvel's Avengers has been dominated by the recent news of the game potentially losing support by the end of next year. And before you panic, that news isn't official, but it does come from the game's biggest insider, who's proven he has reliable information about the inner workings of the game, and while he can't speak in an official capacity, his track record of calling out the developer's upcoming plans speaks volumes. So with that in mind, I wanted to talk about the content that's rumored to still be in the pipeline for next year, and what major updates should we hope to see before the year's end if the studio ultimately decides to discontinue support beyond 2023. So let's jump into it. The team should be getting ready to start their holiday vacation this week, which means they won't be back until early January of next year, but thankfully we have an idea of what to expect from the first few updates and when they could arrive. Just last week, we got a minor update in patch 2.7.1 that was rolled out to fix a lot of the bugs that came in patch 2.7 and also introduced a new mission chain for the Winter Soldier that allowed players to shortcut weeks of grinding raids to level Bucky up to power level 175 in as little as a day. And if you were hanging out during my live stream last week, we learned that a second minor patch update is being worked on to fix any remaining bugs affecting Bucky's gameplay, and they're also targeting a fix for the bug that's affecting the new gear that drops when you complete AIM's cloning lab mission. So I would expect to see patch 2.7.2 roll out sometime in mid to late January, since those minor patch updates roll out pretty often and tend not to take as long. And in the blog for patch 2.7, we also learned that patch 2.8 will be a smaller update predicated around continuing to update the heroes to make them feel more heroic. And while we haven't heard much about the planned update for Traversal, I would believe that 2.8 would at the very least be the first appearance of some of those changes, because it seems Bucky's ability to sprint full speed without losing intrinsic energy will be the standard for heroes like Captain America and Black Panther, and I believe heroes like Iron Man and Thor could receive a similar update to their traversal. As of right now, I would expect patch 2.9 to be another rework focused update as well, with patch 3.0 rumored to be the next big content release, with the belief being that the long awaited patrol mode will finally debut. And while it's still rumored to be set in the wastelands of the future, there's allegedly a plan to launch a new villain alongside it that appears to be Ultron, as Miller has reported that work continues to be done for him behind the scenes. So as of right now, the hope of seeing patrol mode arrive next year is one of the biggest things we currently have going on, while hoping to see at the very least a new hero added before the game does lose support, if that's ultimately the route they choose to go, although many players, myself included, are still hoping to see changes made to signify a true attempt to continue the game's lifespan, such as going free to play. But as of right now, there has been nothing concrete shared that a new hero is currently in development, aside from a tease we got back in June by the lead designer, who shared that he was personally designing the next two heroes, but hasn't shared anything else on that front since. There's currently a total of 5 heroes rumored to possibly be next, and those heroes are Captain Marvel, Ironheart, Shuri, War Machine, and She-Hulk. Captain Marvel, She-Hulk, and War Machine are rumored to have been planned releases prior to the game's launch, and recent data mines found audio files of Jane Foster responding to Ironheart and Shuri being down during combat, as well as Captain Marvel and She-Hulk. So take all of that with a grain of salt, because nothing has been officially announced or shared in regards to any of these heroes. But with that in mind, which of these heroes would you want to see arrive next year? And do you think we'll finally see a patrol mode in Avengers? Let me know down below, and make sure to drop a like if you enjoyed today's video, and subscribe to catch more Avengers content every week. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.